On today's agenda, he's got a 4L80 that hopefully has all of its gears, because 4L60 in this does not. He went to the track the other day, and I guess on the way home he discovered he had 2 extra neutrals. Talk about some bad luck. In today's video, we're going to go over the differences between the 4L60 and the 4L80 as far as yoke, driveline length, cross member changes, what else? The lines, flex plate, bolts. We're going to go over all that, so stay tuned. Okay, so over here is this transmission we're gonna put in it. Obviously somebody's out there raising hell. Sure that ain't Brad out there. No. But he is in the process right now of breaking the clips off of it. But this stuff almost didn't want to come off even with that big impact of mine. But we're probably gonna have to unbolt the exhaust, because we got one cross member bolt here we was hoping to not have to deal with, but obviously we will. Something's going on out there. Oh, it's FedEx. Oh, you may want to go check on them. Yeah, FedEx out here raising hell, making sure these parts get here. So we're going to get this out. We need to find out about the driveline length. We're not really for sure. Hopefully we don't have to mess with the driveline length, but we got to change this yoke, which we will go into a better discussion on that here shortly. We'll have to change that out for this driveline, and I'm pretty sure this is the U-joint he needs. He'll tell you the number of what it is. There's the new cross member he's going to need. There's a converter. This is the flex plate. So when we get the 5.3 one out, we will show you, but the 6.0 and 4L80 flex plates are flat. There's no bend to them. And to compensate that, they put this spacer on there, and this bolts straight through the motor, or to the back of the motor, and that gives you your distance. The 5.3, 4.8s, they're concave or convex, or however you want to call it. But they are a little different. So the bolts are longer for these than they are for what's in it. He's going to have to change, because the lines on the 4L60 come out like this, I believe. Yeah, anyways. So he will have to change some lines to fix that. It's not a big deal. Cross member. But we're going to check on FedEx, see what all they need, and then we'll get back to this shortly. Anyways, so we can't get, even with the big Hercules impact, the air impact, which is earthquake, also Harbor Freight, but we can't get the converter bolts out, so we're resorting to a torch and a little gun that can reach right up in there. Unfortunately for myself, I have to go to a parent-teacher conference or something, so I'm gonna have to leave and have to come back. So any recording will be on him. See if we can't get up in there. We can't get up in there.
So, propane torch definitely ain't hot enough. So, we went and got the good old oxygen acetylene torches. I've already got one torque converter bolt out now, so we're going to go ahead and get the rest of them out. Brandon should be back in a bit. He had to go to his little boy's parent-teacher conference, so we're going to try to get this thing the rest of the way out and be ready for him to get back and get the other one in. See you in a bit.
So you have to aim it at us. Okay, we got Landon filming. I had to go pick him up from school. We're back. And he's going to record for us while we pull the transmission, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just keep watching us. Okay, so without pulling the camera, we'll try to pull the exhaust off. It'd be rough. You can't, you're blocking yourself. You can't.
That's probably a bad idea.
Try to pull it off? What? I pull them off all the time. It works. The only thing is, are these usually break. We can TV blaster over.
I didn't hear it.
Because it goes black after a second. But you have to hold the camera up towards us. We'll hit that with an impact. Yeah, let's do it. But it's gonna be loud, okay?
Okay.
I got 8.
I can't get neither one of those without a big one.
Nothing is wrong with it.
Nothing's wrong with it?
Yeah.
Just because the string went back black?
You got any WD or PV or anything?
In the bottom of my cart should be pretty black. Those extensions
I don't know what one and I don't know. I don't know how it is.
Oh God, Bubby.
What?
He's in there recording himself. Keep holding it like this. Aimed at us. Gotta aim it at us the whole time, okay? See what I'm doing? I'm gonna waste my time with that.
And then,
My impact now. Well, I need my battery.
what is wrong with this thing?
What do you mean what's wrong with this thing? He's gonna have to disconnect now. You're not very much, impact. Doing good, Bubby. What in the absolute mother of... Man, we can't get anything off of anything, ever.
What?
So, look up at me, baby. You aim it at me so you can see me in the video. You can hold it still, can't you, Bubby? Nothing we're doing is work. I'm up here. Aim it up a little bit. So, nothing we're doing. Oh my God, Bubby, down here. Nothing we're doing is coming off. Everything's seized up, and I got a 4-year-old as a cameraman. Woo! Thank God he's holding it and not into stuff.
I'm gonna leave.
I'm
You want to see what he's done? He went to go get it.
I'm Emblem Man.
I'm trying to torch them, give them a little hot. Here, Bubby.
Well, I on the light already. I know what I'm aiming at.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you got aiming at us. The next one I'll have a swivel on. His $70 flex plate bolts. He had to buy an entire flex plate to get. So he just got back. He went on a boat run. We thought these were gonna work. Now this is the difference between your normal flex plate from a 5.3 or 4.8 and then your 6.0 4L80 combination. And then here's why. Obviously, just showed you this. That is the spacer because this is flat. And that is to kick it away from the motor. Fun fact, I tried to put one without that on there one time, and the flex plate rose back of the block. But this, yeah, and it only touches like a quarter of it or something. But this is swelled out. I don't know if you can really see it, make it out, but it's dished. This is completely flat with a spacer that's dished. 4.8, 5.3, 6.0, 4L80 combination stuff, and that's why that boat won't work. You have a little bit of bolt engagement, but not much. So that's why I had to go get that. Now he's working on the U-joint. Obviously. Do what?
I'm supposed to be the joint for his truck.
That looks too wide.
I don't know what to tell him.
I don't know.
I just have to check.
We'll find out.
Very close.
We'll find out for sure in a second. We will we'll dip back into this as soon as we find that out. So by now, we've got the transmission in. We're getting ready to put the cable on. He's putting the converter bolts in. Go ahead and grab that yoke. So this is just your regular 4L80 yoke. Oh, it is? Well, whatever. Same difference.
Come out of the busted transmission.
Well, I'm gonna see if I'll turn my light on here to help everybody out. It's not like the greatest. But get her in there. There's plenty of room. That will actually go in to where it squishes this. So there's plenty of room there. But this is gonna work great.
Literally about the same as
It's
what was there.
exactly the same. And what cross member is that?
Amazon.
Just your Amazon swap cross member? It worked. Everything lined up. 60 bucks. We may or may not put a part number up if we can remember to do that when I make this video. But he's a torquing away on that. I'm going to pull this drive line out and just make sure that this yoke will work with all this. Wish us luck on that one. So, we've had a late night because everything's bought us, but the drive line length works. The U-joint numbers were, both of these are the right ones, right?
Yeah.
There's one you need. The Moog was for the rear or front?
Front.
And then
For this specific, yeah.
there's your part number for the rear. Obviously that is for a steel drive line. And this is a regular cab, two-wheel drive, short wheelbase truck with a 5.3, now with a 4L80. He's still got to do some stuff. He's got to cut one of these will go straight in, but one of these he'll have to cut, splice it to reach back here, which is not a big deal. He's got his new filter on. He's gonna put some fluid in here shortly. Converter bolts are in. He's got the starter in. Get the exhaust back on. You'll have to knock your studs out of your exhaust over there. Don't forget that before you try to put it up there. But other than that, everything on it spotless. I've had enough of tonight. The biggest struggle we had was the U-joints. The U-joints literally took us longer than anything. One more thing, which he's opening up so we can show you right quick. Let me move this fluid out of the way.
Because we're lazy.
Yeah, I mean, not that he couldn't build this. It's just, so explain what this is and what's going on with it.
So there's some pins that have to be switched around when you go from the 60 to the 80. That's what this does. You have to add a speed sensor in the ECU, but this is like $20 on Amazon.
You got a part number for him?
Maybe. Made in the great state of China.
The great state of China. Okay, yeah.
There's several of them on Amazon.
There's all kinds of different stuff. Anything else that they need to know for putting a 4L80 in this truck?
Yeah, take you about 2 days to try doing it all more.
You need some brakes, man. Aye.
That's the good one.
Well, that's been this session. We're out.